It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 take, go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
So soak in about noon tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
If I can have your attention, please, here in the conference room and then next door for those reporters. We've got our championship race team in the first race of the 2008 NASCAR Sprint Cup chase to the NASCAR Sprint Cup, and that's Greg Biffle. He drives the number 16 Dish Network Turbo HD Ford. Team owner Jack Roush, crew chief Greg Erwin. This is Greg's first victory in 2008, and couldn't come at a better time. This is his 13th victory during his NASCAR Sprint Cup Series career. I believe he moves up to third in our points race right now. And Greg, you got to feel just really, really good about how you did out there today. Tell us about it.
Man, I do. You know, this is I love this racetrack, and with the old car, we ran extremely well here. You know, almost won a couple top fives every time we came, and then when we came with the new car, we hadn't run very good, and you know, it was really troublesome to get going, and finally we've you know, got onto something that worked here, and the race car just drove phenomenal right off the truck. You know, it was really fast, and you know, Greg and I worked through some you know, through some things. I think our practice, we executed really good, and when the race started off today, my car was just perfect, and I hardly adjusted anything. I think I took a half around a wedge out of it all day, and that was it. Just you know, really just took care of my car through the middle part of the race, and ran pretty hard when I was trying to catch Junior for the to get the lead, and then the 48 caught us, and just decided to ride for a while and wait toward the end. And my car just kept getting better and better as the day went, and that's not normally the case, so that's why I didn't adjust much on it. And I knew I had a little bit left at the end. I backed way off, trying to save some brakes and fuel for the end, and I'm sure that Jimmy did as well. And Greg told me that we were catching him about a tenth a lap. So either he slowed down or his car was starting to slow down. And at that point, I felt like we'd have an opportunity to pass him if the caution came out. So that's what we were hoping for.
Crew Chief Greg Erwin called a great race out there today. What were your thoughts about how the team performed on pit road?
Spectacular. We've made some changes. The progress of the 16 pit crew has been pretty well documented, and we had one hang up on one stop. You know, it cost us a couple spots, but you know, the difference is, you know, nobody got down because everybody knew, you know, the potential is there, and we've seen that the last couple of weeks as strong as we've been. So I couldn't be happier for everyone.
Team owner Jack Roush. Jack, your thoughts about Greg getting this victory, and then also about having the opportunity to win up in this New England corridor like this?
Well, it's let me say first of all the Red Sox fans we're glad to be here with John Henry, and they won last night, and we were able to win today, and they probably felt as bad about their chances halfway through the game last night as I watched it, as I did from the lap times we had on Friday and Saturday. Although the bright spot was how the 16 was running, which wasn't at the top of the board, was pretty good. We really enjoyed the support of Ford Motor Company to help get us here with all the technical things that the other manufacturers are providing to their teams. Today, though, it was a blend of the things, the algorithms, the predicting and predictive and the analysis things that the engineers would suggest, and of course the real life experience that Greg's had and that Greg Erwin's had as well, and. So it was a blend of those things. I don't look forward to the day when when we'll be able to have somebody put on a piece of paper for you all the things you need to do. But it certainly wasn't the case that that we were able to define precisely what needed to be in the car, and it was a blend of the things that worked for Greg in the past and the things that worked for Greg Erwin in the past, and what they believed to be true. The teams tested real hard. The pit crew, can't say too much about the pit crew. I don't know what stop Greg Erwin was talking about, but he called to have some tape taken off a brake duct, and that was an impossible task where I was, and Greg Biffle had the good common sense not to run over the guy that was trying to get the tape off, and that's the only bad stop I saw. Except for that, I had a 12-second stop and a 13-second flat stop. They were on their game all day. They did a great job.
We'll take questions now from the media center. We'll take about 3 or 4 downstairs, then we'll go upstairs. We'll go Jenna, Tony, Lee, and then Ed, and then we'll go upstairs. Go ahead.
Jenna Fryer, AP. Greg Biffle, I have 2 questions for you. You said you were holding back a little bit, hoping for late cautions. What would you have done had you not gotten late cautions?
Well, I was Greg was giving me all the information that I needed, and I could see the 48. We were catching him and being even with him, and so he wasn't getting away from us at that point when I was saving. So I knew that with about 15 to go, I was going to have to start pressing to try and catch him. And if I could run, I knew I could run about a tenth or 2 faster at that point. So that would give me enough time to run him down. I wasn't letting him get too far away. But I was just really arcing the car in the corner, trying not to use too much brake. I had some pedal fade, so I didn't want to, get the brakes too hot. If I didn't get a caution, I knew I was going to have to race the 48 pretty tight quarters, so I was going to need, need a lot of brake. But if the caution wouldn't have come out, then I was hoping that the 48 was slowing down because, his car was starting to get tight in the middle of the corner, and not because he was kind of just backing off to save fuel. I don't know. But we were, I was being as fast as he was, a little faster by saving, so I knew at that point that I might be able to run him down if that caution didn't come out. But I felt pretty confident that there would be some kind of caution in 40 or 50 laps pretty easily. And I did almost run over that guy that was in front of the car taking the tape off because I couldn't see him. I saw him go across the hood and down, and they dropped the jack, and I was like, I didn't see that guy run out of there. I jumped the clutch and was on the gas, and then he popped his head up. So I had to push the clutch back in and give him a chance to get out of there. So it was kind of funny, actually.
He's a big, strong kid.
Yeah.
He'd do anything.
Well, I was like, I think there's somebody down there, but I got to go right now. It was kind of funny.
My second question is for both Gregs. A year ago, Clint Boyer came in here, hadn't won a race. Nobody really was counting on him to win a race. Nobody really thought he was a chase contender. He came in, he won the race, and really put himself thick in the championship hunt for the entire 10 races. Did either of you come in thinking you'd have to do something similar? What were your expectations for today, and what did you think you'd need to do to sort of jump into this thing?
Well, I felt like we were a definite threat for the chase if we made it, because of the momentum we've had and how good racetracks are in the chase for me. Dover. I can't name them all. Dover, Homestead, we've won at Texas, Kansas. Those are all there's a bunch of great racetracks for us in the chase. And, there were some that I was a little nervous about. And one was Loudon, and the other 2 are Martinsville and Talladega. So we've gotten through the one a little better than I expected, which is here. So I feel like we're definitely the dark horse, like a couple people said we are.
Greg, your thoughts?
We, our history here hasn't been real strong, and so we, quite honestly, we thought, man, if we could come out here with a top 10 finish, and roll into Dover, where we're second and third and fifth, I think, or sixth in our last 3 trips there, that we'd be able to put a solid string together, and get up there in the points. So this. And you combine with that the fact that maybe we've been playing a little conservative the last 4 races, not wanting to take ourselves out of chase contention. And last week we talked. He said, "Heck with that, man. We're going hammer down, wide open, as fast as we can go from here on out." So this is what you get. I guess he wasn't kidding.